Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 925s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 176. Yes, sir. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I gotta say, I really can't stay. Baby, it's cold outside. I have to go away. Baby, it's cold outside. I was listening to that song the other day, and that song's a little bit more scandalous than we give it credit for.
Yeah, Krista and I made that observation this year.
I made a joke. I made a joke to somebody the other day that it was like the Bill Cosby Christmas song. Is it too soon for that?
Oh, maybe.
She says one of her lines is, "What's in this drink?"
Yeah.
He's trying to talk her to stay, and she's like, "What's in this drink?" You're like, what in the heck kind of song is this?
I know.
That is not okay. You're supposed to know what you're drinking at all times.
Hey,
especially when somebody's trying to talk you to stay.
It's one of those old disturbing traditions, okay?
There's a lot of stuff they did back in the day, like smoke unfiltered cigarettes and do all that kind of stuff. So it's like, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. It's like,
I remember the first time I saw Smokey and the Bandit, and I was like, this is incredibly racist.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's totally racist.
But at the time, it's like, oh, it's PG, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Like,
it's PG, it can be racist.
Exactly. At least it's not G. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh, Router, it's freezing cold outside. Are you staying warm, my brother?
I'm trying to, and I'm just kissing my wife goodnight right now because we have been up since, I just went to bed at 4:00 this morning.
Why?
And she just is literally just now just walked in the door to go to bed.
Took a nap?
Yeah, I took a 40-minute nap, and she's just getting home now. So she is in the process of redesigning her store. We're putting a fresh cone of paint in the store, and everything came yesterday.
Okay.
And by yesterday, I mean Tuesday, because my whole world is upside down right now. She bought a bunch of new bookcases and shelving and all kind of stuff from IKEA. That was all supposed to come by freight on Friday. And of course, Friday,
so you would have Sunday and all that. We had
an amazing storm.
Amazing.
It really was cool. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I know further south, they only got like maybe 3 inches tops. We got about, I think in Franklin, I want to say 3.5, maybe 4. But as you get up more to Nashville, it was more like 5 to 6.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I didn't know that.
Apparently, north of Nashville got like 8.
Yeah, they got
pummeled.
What? Yeah, the further up toward Kentucky you went, it got worse and worse. So this is like the first big storm of the year, and I'm kind of excited. This is only January, so.
And don't you feel like it's the first really good snow we've had?
It was
like
great snow
in the last
too.
couple of years. Even like we've had some ices. But that was like great go out and play snow.
Yeah, last year we had the ice storm that shut the city down for like a week.
Right.
But this year, like we had like good, so it was good packing snow too, man. They can make good snowballs, and we made a snowman and all that stuff. All that to say, all of her IKEA stuff was supposed to come on that Friday. So she had called the freight company. They're like, yeah, we're not going anywhere. So what ended up happening is on Monday she called and they said, well, we're pretty much backed up, so we might be able to deliver it to you by this coming Friday. And she's like, no. I want to get my stuff going and try and start working on the store. And kind of, she's going to like completely.
They're like, what store, ma'am?
Yeah, exactly. And we leave this weekend to go up to New York. It's my birthday on Monday. And on top of that, she also has the gift show up in New York. So we're all going to go up with Piper. With our good friends, Pauline and Pierre, we're going to be big pimping again in a private jet.
No way.
Just saying. So they're coming up too because Pauline wants to go to the gift show as well. So it's going to be, we're going to have a little fun in some NYC, even though they have like 27 inches of snow there. So it'll be interesting.
Oh my gosh.
That should be fun.
So there's a lot going on, and we're trying to get at least part of the store done before we leave. So yesterday we rented a U-Haul, went up to the place where the freight guys are. It's up in Madison. And, we gave them our information, and boom, here comes 3 pallets of stuff that I had to, 2 of which they forklift into the U-Haul, and then 1 we had to break down ourselves because it wouldn't fit. So yesterday was me hauling all this IKEA furniture into the store through a U-Haul, and then we were just there till 4:30 this morning, and it's just been nuts. So what we ended up doing is we painted we're doing it in sections. So the first section we've repainted, and we put up the shelving there, and she's working on keeping the store open while we're doing this redesign, just because it kind of stinks to close everything down, especially with the storm shutting everything down.
And you were planning probably to do it over Sunday when you guys were closed anyway.
We were going to do it during the weekend, and that just didn't happen. And, this next weekend is Super Bowl. This coming weekend is my birthday, and we're gone. Next weekend's Super Bowl, so it's like we have to do this stuff during the week. So we ended up just knocking it out. I am like so sore right now. My lower back is just shot.
I can't imagine.
And I'm just a hot mess. But
I bet a lot of people wonder, like, how does Router stay in shape? And I think we all know now.
Oh, dude, I had, and that's the thing. Like, I worked out yesterday morning, and I got an even bigger workout all day. Like, it was just insane. Absolutely insane. So today is going to be a day of rest, I think, for all of us. She's got her girls. They're going to be doing some stuff here and there, but we're going to start attacking that middle section. We're basically she's moving the register over from one section to another. She's just like, it's been 13 years. She's going to be open 13 years in March. And she's like, I want to change things up and just give it a nice fresh coat of paint and kind of revive it and just make it.
Because it has been very similar for a long time, right?
Oh, yeah. No, it's been kind of the same format for a long time, and even just small things. And she's really good at this stuff. She merchandises stuff really well, and she's been getting new things in. And people are like, "Are you a new store?" And we're like, "No, man, we've been here for 13 years. Who are you kidding?"
Wow,
it is amazing how people still don't realize that she's been there for that long. And we've seen so many retail stores come and go. Most recently was Main Street Toys, which is leaving the end of this month, I think, and it's just sad because their rent doubled. And she's kicking it, man. She's doing strong. We have a fantastic landlord who doesn't really jack us around, and we just give him the rent check and that's it. Like we don't
like it's supposed to be.
Exactly. We have no run-ins or anything, which is fantastic. So that's pretty much been our lives, and more recently yesterday than any other time. But it was nice. We were able to kind of relax for a little bit during the storm, and Piper just had a great time with it. We went out in the snow, and I shoveled the driveway and the sidewalk, and then we made a snowman, and we went up to Lauren's parents' house, which is right up the street. We could walk up there, and it was just great. We had a really good time. So I love me some snow. On the gaming front, man, I can't get back into Fallout yet, man. I'm still playing Rocket League. And loving it, man. I'm now pro, which is awesome.
Nice.
And it's just, you know why? Like I've been really busy with work too, because now that I'm trying to help Lauren, and then I'm trying to get my stuff done too. I only have like 30 minutes, 45 minutes to just stop and do something.
Right.
So why not
get like
one or two games in with Rocket League versus trying to get back into Fallout? But I'm going to get there. I just haven't mustered up enough energy to do so yet. So that's pretty much it for me, man. I'm tired. So after this podcast, I'm going right back to bed.
Yes, you definitely should. Halsifer, what about you, my brother?
This weekend was pretty intense for the snow. I loved it.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy because we don't get that much powder often.
Right.
You're right, man.
And as people were driving on it, it was just turning to ice like crazy. So
it was wet. It was a wet snow too, because it started in the morning. Like I was up at 5, of course, and it was just raining.
Oh, I know. It was early, super early.
Yeah. And then by 6:30, it was like snowing, and it already was covering. I'm like, oh, we're going to get a nice thin coat of ice right before the snow comes.
Well, they didn't predict it to come until later in the morning. So I had already gotten ready and was like getting ready to drive to work and drove down the road and I was like, this ain't gonna happen. I'm going home.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people were like that. I mean, it was nuts though. There was traffic backed up everywhere. The problem is, and God bless the South, but these people just don't know how to drive in snow around here.
Exactly.
At all. And it's like
they barely know how to drive when it's not snowing.
Good point. So it's just one of those things.
Snow didn't really help them along at all.
No, not at all. Like I saw, I think, I don't know if it was an abandoned Land Rover on the side of the road, but I'm like, dude, you're in a Land Rover. You can handle this.
They've shot off a flare.
They put a perimeter of cones around them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
The way they made SOS in the snow. That's save our SUV.
It's insane. It is
S.O.S.U.V.
S.O.S.U.V. Yeah, that's amazing. I would say like it's just weird. Like I trust myself driving in the snow. I just don't trust everybody else.
Amen.
And that's the scary part of it, because I think people just don't understand how to maneuver and how to just ease your way into things. Don't make sudden movements,
right.
Because otherwise those brakes are going to lock up on you, and that's just how it goes. Snow or ice, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I even saw people having to pull off like after the roads had been cleared. So it really shuts the city down when we get any amount of snow. So
oh yeah,
it's just crazy.
I mean, schools were closed. There was like milk and bread was gone. It was great.
Yeah, we went
crazy.
Went up to Kroger, and we have a Kroger really close by, but like so it wasn't too hard to get to. But we went up there, and there were no eggs.
That's amazing.
Like, what do you guys actually think is going to happen for real?
I don't know. Like all of a sudden, it's going to be a wintry zombie apocalypse or something. I don't know. I don't get it.
In their defense, like last year when the city shut down for like a week, that was pretty crazy. Like
that was crazy.
I didn't expect that.
That I understand, because that was like 2-inch thick ice, like easily. Yeah. It was that's not fun. Like you don't want to be in that. Like I didn't enjoy myself with that because it was just slippery. Like you could basically fall and crack your skull at any moment.
I think we left the house one time and all we did was walk to Kroger. So I think that was it that whole week.
Yeah, but man, you're good observation. You're right. This storm, it was all powder. It was great. Like it was a snow storm.
It was packing. It was nice.
It was packed. It was fun snow.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of the snow we got up north. So
yeah.
Man, other than that, just working a lot, finding some time maybe here and there to play a little bit. Really nothing new to say. I tried to get into some Halo multiplayer again over the weekend, and it's still not working for me. So
still, wow.
Yeah, I really want to play like classic Halo 2 maps, but it's not working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong. And I don't think nobody from our community must be playing it, because nobody has said like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this. Maybe it's just broken.
Right. It was broken for a while when it first came out too, so maybe they just never fixed it, or
I think
who
that's
knows.
Not.
Did you try to Alt-Tab-Delete or Control-Alt-Delete?
Yeah, I tried Control-Alt-Delete, and
that didn't work?
Yeah, it said I'm not a computer, so we're good.
Oh, dang it.
That's what I always do on my Windows machine.
Yeah, I know. It's Windows 10.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Control-Alt-Delete. Come on.
Yeah, where you at?
Start the task manager. Let's see what's up here.
Let's dig around in these running apps.
Man, I do not. I just I've said it already, but that interface, I'm not in love with it. But,
I feel you. So how about them football games?
Wow.
You tell me.
I mean, how about them?
The two people I want to go are going.
I'm calling it right now, man. Panthers by probably 2 touchdowns. I'm calling.
I mean, that was a pretty incredible showing.
Yes.
Did they have a blowout?
I mean, they made it look like the other team shouldn't even been there. Like they got there by luck.
No.
Who were they up against? The Cardinals?
They were up against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they made it look like the Cardinals just happened to win just enough games. Like, they didn't make them look like the number 2 seed.
Look, when Larry Fitzgerald drops a pass, you know you're having a bad day.
Or 3.
Or 3. And I said it last week. I said, if Carson Palmer plays the way that he did in their opening game, which he did, they were bad, man. I felt bad. I was like, oh, they're getting just...
What was it? 7 interceptions by the end of the day?
Oh, throttled. They got absolutely throttled.
Something crazy.
Man, did you not see how unified the Panthers look right now? I've got them all the way, man. I don't think the Broncos have a chance.
The only thing that'll help is if the Broncos defense shows up the way they did against the Patriots.
Yes.
That was a defense. That was not a high scoring game.
These jokers scored aren't going to.
Oh yeah, and they sacked Brady 7 times. I think it was pretty incredible.
That's nuts, man. I was like, golly.
Yeah, they definitely came. They do the Denver Broncos do have more experience veterans who've been to Super Bowls before.
Yeah,
but right. I don't think it matters.
I don't know if it matters, Doc.
I really don't think it matters in this case. I think this Carolina team is so unified. They just look like they're having so much fun. Cam Newton looks like he's just having fun every time.
He looks like a boy out there.
He does,
like a little boy just running around.
They're playing street ball.
Yeah, that's what it's.
That's exactly what they're playing. And then when a car comes, it's game off.
Yeah, dancing, giving footballs away to kids.
They're dabbing everywhere. It's amazing.
Oh, paying $50,000 fines.
I mean, the every touchdown.
They gave the ball away.
Give one to a kid.
And it was a kid too. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool.
What was the ending score? 40 to something?
Yeah, 40 to I don't remember.
I kind of like that I don't watch football. I get an exciting recap every week.
You do.
This is fun.
I ended up I didn't watch the whole game. It's at halftime it was
30, it was hard to watch.
It was 30-7 or something like that. I'm like, oh, forget it. This is done. I got Panthers in the bag. Done.
Wow. 30-7?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Wow. Yeah, it was definitely,
it was
they were in double digits, and it's this was, it was 17-0 in the second quarter, I think.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
That's nuts.
We were these guys just keep scoring is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Who's the favorite for the Super Bowl?
I think the Panthers are now.
Yeah.
Anybody know the spread?
No, I don't. And even if I did, I don't know how that works.
Well, it's like butter, and you spread it on toast, and it's all good.
But whether such and such by such and such a point, I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah.
Here's how much I knew about the Super Bowl coming into this show today. There's going to be a Pokemon commercial.
Oh, nice!
Exactly.
There it is.
Pokemon.
Mr. Patillo, but apart from the football games that you watched, what else was going on, my brother?
Man, I actually did a lot of gaming, it felt like, this week.
Good for you.
But it was all the same game.
No problem there.
H1Z1.
Nice.
I don't know
Stancil
what it
got
is.
You hooked on it,
Gosh, I'm so mad at Stancil.
I know, right? Freaking
Stancil, man. God, for the last month, so... obviously Battlefront was playing a lot of that coming into this week. That's fine and dandy. The problem is that I should have never have started playing Rocket League again.
Oh, yeah?
And so he gets me into Rocket League, whatever for that. And then I don't know what even made me pick up H1Z1 again, because I played it when I was out there in Seattle, months and months and months and months ago when I stayed at his house, and he was like, oh, you got to get this game. And his buddy came over and we all played. That was fine. Then I picked it back up, and I've been playing that thing like a beast this week.
That's awesome.
It's PC only. It's still the alpha, but it's just so popular that they're able to sell the alpha. And it's just last man standing, 150 people on a map, on a huge map. And there's a gas that's released, and which makes the map smaller and smaller, kind of forces people to one area.
Oh wow!
And you land on the map with nothing. You have to go to houses and find guns and machetes and stuff like that. And you're literally just doing that to build up a little stockpile in your backpack. And It's crazy. It's so fun, though. It's so fun.
That would probably stress me out because I'd probably be the
so
first one
stressful.
killed.
It is so stressful.
How far
incredibly
did you get?
stressful. Well, I've done pretty good. I haven't won yet, but I've gotten to second and third place a couple times.
Holy cow, dude! That's awesome.
Out of 150?
It's a lot of hiding. It's a lot of hiding and letting the other people kill each
When
other.
you come out of your hiding spot, they're like, man, that guy runs really fast. Faster than I thought.
Fast. That's right.
Exactly.
Is he a ninja?
It definitely is like the Hunger Games. If I can compare it to anything.
Pretty cool.
That's really cool.
So
I'd be out in I'd be shot in the first.
Oh yeah, I'd be like one of the first ones, and I'd have to sit there and wait for everybody to finish.
No, you don't have to do that. You just exit and start back up.
That's awesome.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, Stancil was pushing that when I was playing Rocket League with him and Gil too. He's like, Router, I think you'd love H1Z1. I'm like, really? I'm not going to take your medicine.
Is it on Mac?
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I think
don't drink it.
Is it on Mac?
No.
I think it's PC only, right?
PC only.
Oh no, he asked me. He's like, so Router, do you have a PC? I said, no, man, I just have a Mac. He's like, oh, okay, because you need to play that. He was really pushing that H1Z.
Yeah, see?
He is. He's the pusher.
Don't do it.
Freaking Stancil, man.
He'll get you every time.
That's awesome that you're playing that, though.
I don't know if it is.
I mean, that's awesome for somebody.
I don't know if it's awesome.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, if you're enjoying it, that's all that matters.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I did my first live stream because of it. Not my first live stream, but like since I got my green screen and all that in. And so you can go check that out over at the YouTube channel. So me, Stancil, and Gil play for like 3 hours.
And 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's broken up into 2 sections. There's one that's regular, and then there's ones that's age restricted.
Nice.
And the whole reason, we don't have a lot of age restricted stuff on our YouTube, but you are playing online, and people talk. And I got this one partner, woo-wee, that was letting the English language have it. He's like, I know this word and I'm gonna use it, and I know this word and I'm gonna use it a lot. And I was like, oh, geez. And so don't watch with your children, that second one. But
hey, I'm gonna tell you all these new words I learned this week.
Yeah. We're gonna expand your vocabulary today.
Exactly.
Wow.
So but it's been really fun. Trying to think if I played anything else. I don't think I started up the PlayStation at all. I'm so excited about XCOM around the corner.
Yeah, and you pre-ordered it too, didn't you?
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah, buddy.
Got that.
You gonna play with the mods and stuff? Apparently, there's gonna be some day one mods.
Yeah, I'm not a mod guy only because I want to play it and it's the way I'm supposed to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sometimes mods do enhance the thing, just period.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll play with the mods.
Yeah, the first go around, you kind of have to just play the vanilla game the way that the developers intended it.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we're getting ready for, we're starting to have meetings about tour and starting to shoot video. For
man. When do you go back
tour
out?
Coming up in February. And so, life is regular over here. Remy's still here.
Good. How's the house?
Everything's fine.
Nice. Nice. It sounded very convincing.
Exactly, yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Nothing to see here.
Renovations got a little stressful. Remy thought about leaving, but he's still there.
Right.
Nothing to see here.
So
moving on.
Everything's good.
That's awesome.
That's it for me.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So, Router. You got it?
I may be tired, but I still got it, boy.
Yes! Well, let's do it!
No, we got a little vibrato in there as well.
I got some junk.
We got something. You need to get that checked out, boy.
Yeah, exactly. Get that looked at.
I don't know why I'm calling you boy all night or morning, whatever.
Yeah, it's the next day.
Yeah, the next day. New releases this week. We got some Rise of the Tomb Raider for PC.
Yeah,
it's now officially out.
Nice.
So you can go get that Great game.
You can get that on PC, Gabe.
You can get that on P to the C.
I could get it on my Xbox One, but
Yeah,
why didn't you pretty well?
Why didn't
I never
you
got around to doing it. I don't remember.
Didn't do it, right?
Yeah, I don't remember why I didn't. I have a good reason not to.
You just don't have love.
That's what I'm saying. You can get it cheaper on PC probably now.
You don't have love for Lara Croft anymore. Is that the deal?
I don't know what's going on.
It's good. Also, we got Lego Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, yeah. That'll be dropping on the YouTube channel.
There, buddy. And that is on all consoles. Xbox One, 360, PS4, PS3, Vita, Wii U, 3DS, and PC.
Atari 2600.
And Commodore 64. And then
and
also,
television.
For the PC and PS4, The Witness, which is an exploration puzzle game.
Man, I almost bought that.
Really? Same creators of Braid?
Yeah, it's from the Braid guy. He took all the money... apparently, he took all the money that he made making Braid and made this game.
Wow.
Instead of
it looks really interesting to me.
Living fat and happy, he made a game.
Instead of coding on a yacht, he just went ahead and
off into the sunset.
Reinvested himself, which is good for him. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's very cool. So yeah, Gabe, if you get it, let us know how it is.
Yeah, it's a puzzler, and I'm not too smart. But it looked really good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I think we've mentioned this before because I don't know, like puzzle games, or games with puzzles, always kind of like frustrate me a little bit because I'm ready to get to the next action sequence or something.
Oh, you mean games within games like Gwent and that kind of stuff?
No. Like for instance, when Uncharted brings you to an area and then you've got to solve a puzzle.
Yeah, I get the same way. Don't you get like impatient? You're like, oh, come on.
A little bit, because at times, like, they can be a little bit too long.
It's okay.
Don't get all choked up, brother.
Get all choked up. Sorry.
A little bit
just I don't know why they have to have the sections be so long.
I get, like, breaking up the action and stuff, like, that makes a lot of sense, but sometimes it just goes on a little too long. But with this game, if this is, like, more focused on that, then I could see it being kind of fun. Like if you know what you're going into. Yeah.
That's awesome. No charts this week. They're still pushed back to like January 9th, but at least they're in this year in 2016, so that's good.
Congratulations, guys.
Hopefully they'll get up. We did have a few oops, and it's pretty much all my fault. Scotty Lindsay, the Packers played and lost to Arizona, not Atlanta, like Router said. I can't believe I even said Atlanta. Maybe because I had gone to Atlanta last week. I don't even remember saying Atlanta. I thought I said Arizona.
They lost IKEA.
Exactly. You all should know what I mean. Come on, man. I'm 40 years old. I'm starting to lose my mind. Let's give me a little credit. And
you're about to be 41.
I'm going to be about to be 41. And DSpin67 says, Router, Atlanta didn't make the playoffs. MTG, hashtag MTTG oops. I'm sorry, man. You know what I meant. Cardinals, come on. You know, the Arizona Diamondbacks. They were in the playoffs. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm going to be like the old and senile group guy on this group.
Yelling just random teams to get off your lawn.
Exactly. And then Lucas Hamswisher, tell Router that unless he played Skyrim modded on PC, he didn't fight a Cyclops. Did he mean a giant? We had talked about this on episode 174 where we were talking about the extent of Bethesda games and how much we go into it. And I said, like, there's a time period in every Bethesda game where I'm just stuck. And yes, it was a giant. It wasn't a Cyclops. But again, you should know what I mean. I don't even know what you guys are
talking about.
But when you said Cyclops, like, I didn't even think anything of it because I was thinking, like, was there? I mean, like, it would make sense for them to be in there, but
yeah,
I don't know.
A Cyclops, is that what you mean?
Cyclops, giant, same thing. So, you know what?
I'm guessing the mod must have turned giants into Cyclops?
I guess. Or maybe he might have thought that I modded it, which I wouldn't or did. Anywho,
there's a Randy Savage mod for the PC, so...
See, there you go.
What?
You can get pretty much anything you want, I think.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, they've modded the snot out of Skyrim anyway, so... Yes, I did mean a giant. It wasn't a Cyclops. I apologize, so... Let's see what they all have for me. Let's see what they have for me this week, Johnny. Back to you guys.
Oh my gosh. Hall, kick us off, brother.
Let's see. I think the news of the week is kind of that Sony is bringing together some PlayStation brands.
Yeah, do it.
Bringing the brands together.
All coming under one business in San Mateo, California, where Sony Computer Entertainment sits right now. They're bringing together Sony Computer Entertainment and Sony Network Entertainment International. At first, I thought they were kind of bringing everything together, but it seems like they're just bringing these two together. And it's kind of
one's the PlayStation business and one's the like PlayStation View and all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
it's like the just all the weird stuff that they do. That's kind of like not necessarily console centric.
On the fringes.
Yeah, it's like fringe stuff. So
on the fringes stuff.
I mean, when they did this, they did some kind of thing, not that long ago, where they were saying we're kind of changing over our network because we're going to be across multiple devices now, so we're going to stop calling it the PlayStation Network.
Right.
So this is kind of what they're bringing everything into. It's going to be called Sony Interactive Entertainment, or SIE.
So they're dropping the PlayStation name altogether.
It's so corporate.
Yeah, it really is.
Bob from corporate came up with that one.
I know. He's like, I got an idea. That's not unique.
Let's call it synergy. Just everything's synergy and teamwork.
Well, what's funny is that it feels like the 90s. Like just to have the name interactive in there. Like I feel like, are we back in the 90s? Like, what in the heck is going on? Like something digital interactive, something interactive.
And
like,
if you plug your phone into your computer, you'll get a dial tone.
Yeah. What was the what was the company no, that was awesome. What was the company that they had in the 90s where they were making games before PlayStation?
I don't know.
I think it was like Sony ImageSoft or something.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm going on 40 minutes of sleep, so I'm out.
I don't remember, but I don't not like that name.
Yeah, that sounds really, really corporate. But you know what? It is Sony, and I've worked with Sony Pictures before, and on some film projects. And
just who they are.
Everything is run through legal first and foremost.
Everything's what?
Anything, like any website you do or anything like that, it all goes through their legal team first. And they could care less about the content as long as the right footer is there. You have a privacy policy, terms of use. Like they legalize the snot out of everything. Because they've had to try and save their butts from all the hacking before. And once you get past legal, then you got to go through IT. And they are now like paranoid about the servers. Paranoid. Even if you're not on a Sony server, but you're working on a Sony project like I've done, and I've hosted like resource websites and film sites off of Sony servers, they still want to check it. It's insane.
Interesting.
I can't blame them, because
I can't either, but
that stuff is crazy easy to hack. Like some of that stuff. So
yep.
I don't know.
I mean, a part of me is like, I get it, but a part of me is like, all right, come on. I'm not even on your servers, and you're giving me flack for this, that, and the other. But I consider myself a very good and responsible coder. So I try and
don't you do strict PHP usually?
Yeah, and I sanitize the snot out of it. Any type of a user form or anything gets sanitized, so it prevents any attacks on databases or anything. So.
Yeah,
we're just getting a little geeky over here. Don't mind us.
I was about to say, I have no idea what you guys are talking about at this point.
I was going to say, we use every client has a different CMS that somebody set up for them, so we constantly have to do updates for stuff like that, and stuff still falls through the cracks.
Oh, sure.
So,
WordPress always gets, there's always a hole in there.
There's always
that gets hacked, and so they're constantly having to update that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is completely off topic, but
huge rabbit hole.
The story was interesting to me because the PlayStation Home, if you will, is moving to the U.S. now.
Right. Wow. Very interesting.
So the corporate office in Tokyo, I guess, is going to be controlling key global business operations, as they should, really. Yeah. And also Sony Computer Entertainment Europe is going to have some control over that as well. So, and that makes sense because the US market can't really design things for the Japanese or the European.
We don't know
markets.
how to do that.
Yeah. So let them can kind of control their businesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting to see how this shift in Sony is happening. And I think a lot of it is due to the success of the PS4. And, I think they're kind of on the up and up, and that's good. That's really good for them.
Yeah, I don't think this would be happening if they weren't.
Yeah, if they weren't
prolific this generation.
I agree. So I mean, they're putting the hammer down right now, and they're giving.
As long
Microsoft
as they don't start making stupid decisions. You know what I'm saying?
You're right,
like,
exactly.
Sometimes people, you get too big for your britches and you start making really dumb decisions.
But they learned that during the PS3 era, and that's when
you
Microsoft
hope.
was just like, "Hello, we're going to just school you now."
Yeah, but you can't put it above anybody about being stupid.
No.
Well, that's very true. Stupid is what stupid does. So,
And power seems to breed stupidity.
Well, because it lets
yes.
you make mistakes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox was making a ton of mistakes, I feel, at the end of last generation, and they were allowed to because they were still kind of the top dog.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
Yep.
And now the tides have turned a bit.
Mm-hmm. The winds of change.
Are coming.
Something else I saw this week. Did you see that? And I think this is maybe the Super Bowl commercial you're talking about. I don't think it is. Sherlock Pikachu.
no, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it.
The famous Detective Pikachu, the birth of a new partnership.
That was like one of those videos I need to watch.
Heck yeah.
And it sounds like a black church play, just with how long the name is. Ooh, baby, did y'all go see the famous Detective Pikachu, a birth of a new partnership? Tyler Perry showed out. Tyler Perry presents the famous Detective Pikachu, the birth of a new partnership.
And how we got a groove back.
Tyler Perry's in the new Turtles movie coming out this year.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he really?
I saw that. That's right.
Tyler-
He turns into the hog, right?
Yeah, Bebop.
Tyler
Bebop,
Perry is
yeah.
everywhere. That man,
Yeah. He shouldn't do that.
he's putting in work though. But yeah,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be doing that. But
He shouldn't do it, but it's hard to turn it down. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
I need to see that first Ninja Turtles because the second trailer looks good.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm gonna see that.
So,
And it's got the guy from Arrow in it.
There you go.
Nice. Another reason for me not to see it. Just kidding.
Yep.
He plays
So,
Casey Jones, but he does not fit that role. It doesn't look
Really?
like no.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That always happens. Everybody can't nail it like the X-Men.
The X-Men.
The X-Men. So Nintendo said that this game, Japan only for right now, is coming out. Like I said, the famous Detective Pikachu, the birth of a new partnership. And what was crazy about the commercial when I watched it, it's going to be for 3DS, by the way. February 3rd, 3DS. Download only, $12.50. What's weird about it is that Pikachu is doing a bunch of talking. And I don't know much about Pokemon, but I've only ever heard Pikachu. I thought the thing with Pokemon is they could only say their own name.
Seems
Right?
like it. Yeah.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, the show seemed like it.
I have no idea.
And so watching the commercial, I really want to play this game.
There you go. See?
It looks good. It's all in Japanese and maybe it'll be English subtitles, but they haven't had any, there's no word on English language version, but the trailer looked awesome.
Did you try to get
Very Japanese looking.
Did you try to get blue or red?
No, I'm not, I have good intentions.
I bet those games are still good.
I have good intentions. That's an excuse.
I do. I want to go back and do it. There's just no way I
Dude,
can. There's no
I'll
way.
tell you what, man,
I can't play the games that I buy. I've bought Bravely Default, played it and stopped. And then I bought Yokai Watch, played it. I don't see myself going back to it. Not because it's not good or that I didn't enjoy myself. For some reason, those games just have they're sprinter games to me. So I start them out and I play them fast and furious and I'm loving it. And then next thing you know, I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens, man.
Yeah.
You just go through these phases. I'm doing that with Fallout right now. I'm like, okay.
I know. Just my history with the 3DS just already has been that.
Yeah, so. I wouldn't feel too bad about it. It seems like for me, like unless it's like a game like Fallout or Skyrim or some big open RPG, it's like after 10 hours, I'm ready to stop.
Right. Yeah. So I got to figure that out.
Interesting.
But anyway, it looks really good. I thought it was really interesting. I was like, and hopefully, Donnie Reese will be shining some light on the whole situation on the forum. And we can, he's our resident Nintendo guy. Resident?
Man, I'll tell you what, man, we have to play Splatoon at some point, right?
I want to play it. I heard it's awesome. I thought you did play it.
I never played it. My nephew has it, and he wants me to play it, but I never have.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I miss me some Nintendo, man. I mean to jump back and do some karting too. I haven't done that in forever.
To do that. I haven't even taken my Wii U out of the box yet.
Mine still it's still flashing because I'm sure there's an update that I haven't done on it. It's just flashing right next to the TV, and I just ignore it. It's like, play me, play me.
Remember play me? You said you loved me. Give us something else, Hall.
Let's see. Oh, did we talked about Mighty Number 9 a little bit ago, didn't we?
We talked about it coming out.
Yeah, we said something about, well, maybe it'll get delayed again, and yeah, that's going to happen.
And it did.
Hey, there you go.
It's because we're genies. We have crystal balls that we know.
No, we
exactly
just get lucky.
Or that.
Sometimes we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
The developer, I don't know how to say his first name, but Kaiji Inafune.
Yep.
Is his first name Kaiji or
sounds
Kaiji
good?
Or,
sounds right.
He told backers that the Kickstarter backers that the matchmaking and online multiplayer was the reason that they had to push it back.
I mean, I can see that. That's probably a daunting task.
Yeah, and they said too that the engine that they're using is no longer receiving updates, so they're doing a lot of stuff manually.
Really?
So I don't know what engine they were using, but
Seriously. Well,
because it sounds like one of those situations of, well, we want to make a number 2. Well, we don't have this engine anymore, really. So
yikes.
But to me, because when I look back at the backing, which was only like $4 million, I guess, that is not a lot of money to make a game, really. When you think about
Isn't that crazy that it's not? Yeah. I would think that kind of game, it would be enough. But you're right. Like, just overall, that is not a lot of money to make a video game.
Yeah, like even a game like this, though, like, and it sounds like they were using a non-standard engine. So it's like, it sounds like one of those, you take a diagram and you put good, fast, and cheap on it, like 3 different things, basically. You can only really have 2 of these things usually. So if it's going to be good and cheap, which, $4 million to make this game is pretty cheap, it's just not going to be fast. So I think that's kind of the situation they're in, and I could see it coming out in like fall, honestly.
Yikes.
They said spring, but I think they're just trying to save face. I think they should just be honest and say, like, look, like, we really want to take time and make this right.
I think that's the thing. More people, I think we wouldn't be as mad if everybody was just more honest with us and just be like, look, the game's not done. Just, we have to delay it. We need to focus on this. We got to do this, this, and this. I think that would probably ease a lot of gamers' tensions with any type of release. Like, if the Division just came out and be like, look, we're trying to figure out the multiplayer, or we're trying to do this, that, and the other. Like, everybody's pretty savvy, and they know, like, what they want to play, and, they know what kind of game they want to play. So just, if the game that they want to play is being delayed, give them a reason. And give them an honest answer.
It's hard, too, because I think over-communication is key.
Yeah,
especially when it comes to a Kickstarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already feel weird about Kickstarter. It's hard for me to even...
I don't do them.
Give any money to them because I'm like, is it going to really be a thing? But then you have huge successes like the Pebble Watch and things like that do come out, and then you're like, dang, I wish I would have been on the front end of that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so,
I just don't do it because I don't not that I'm not supporting anybody, but it's just like I don't have the desire to do that because I know inevitably, like, there is some accountability there, but most of the time it's either being pushed back or it's not as big as it's going to be, or as, like, I don't like the hype train half the time.
Yeah.
And they try and sell you on it, I think. And it's like sometimes you're right, it works. Like Pebble Watch, awesome. That kind of stuff, great. But sometimes, most of the time, I'm finding a lot of people are just very disappointed.
Yep, I totally agree.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like I said, they got to be realistic from the start. If it's one guy making a game, $4 million is enough to get it done, and maybe get it done in like 5 or 6 years or something.
If a team is doing
one
it,
guy to get it done, 5-6 years.
The Witness guy, I mean, that took him, 6 or 7 years to make his second game?
Golly.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
So, like, when you look at it that way, like...
How do you even do that? Like, what engine do you start on?
Oh, I don't know.
Because his is over stylized though, and you can get away with it a little bit more. But
if I were building a game today, I would do it on Unity probably.
Yeah, it's open source too.
Yeah, and it seems like the most widely used for
indies.
Maybe,
you think?
Yeah, like for indie titles. Yeah, and it also seems like the most supported one. So
yeah. I think you're right.
I mean, aside from maybe Unreal Engine, because Unreal Engine is more of like an enterprise solution. Unity seems to be, I mean, because like I've even like kind of worked on stuff in Unity before, just like as a case study or just like testing it. And it seems like the most user friendly, kind of easy to get into.
Yeah.
Engine.
And they give you like samples and tutorials. Like I know a buddy of mine downloaded it, and he was going to give me the code for it too. And he said, man, there's just like, they have kind of like built-in game templates that you can use.
Yeah.
Like, especially for platformers or just whatever. It's like, that's cool, man. Like, be able to have something like that.
Yeah. And I think it's free I want to say it's free if you export to PC.
Right.
But then too, like it's like it seems like it's like an instant porting process to everything else.
Yep.
Like you don't have to do a whole lot of working around to port it to something different.
Yeah. Interesting.
So,
what else is going on? Oh, I got to give a shout out to Mr. Dan Anthony at Mr. _D Anthony. He had tweeted this and I hadn't seen it. He said, "Private matches, more free content, high five." And he was talking about the new Star Wars Battlefront content that's coming out, free content.
Wow.
I should add, that's coming out. And over on EA's site, they're talking about starting their post-launch journey and how they already released the Battle of Jakku DLC. And they said there's more stuff coming tomorrow from when they wrote this. And they said, including the Tatooine survival map will now support Blast, Droid Run, Drop Zone, Hero Hunt, Heroes vs. Villains. So for those that play the game, they know that the Tatooine map is really nice, and it'll be nice to have those other modes on there. Hoth-themed outfits for Luke and Han. Giving players the ability to create private matches, which is nice. One of my main beefs with Battlefront is it's how you deal with your friends, and it seems so counterintuitive. Like, you can join up and be a party together, and then, like, let's say the party leader goes to a server, it doesn't take everyone. And so you all have to like kind of go through 2 extra steps to go with them to that thing.
Yeah, that'd be frustrating.
So you can't just kind of sit there and be talking. You got to, actively engage. They're going to start. Yeah, exactly. Going to start introducing daily challenges and community events.
That sounds cool.
Of course. And then they said they're bringing more free content in February, which is right around the corner, including new survival missions on Hoth. Brand new Hoth multiplayer map that will support larger game modes, including Walker Assault, Supremacy, Fighter Squadron, and Turning Point. So that'll be awesome, man. I can't believe they're bringing out so much stuff. And then they also detail some of the stuff that they'll be giving to the season pass holders, including Star Wars Battlefront Outer Rim, which is coming in March. Fight among the factories of, I don't know what that says, within Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So it looks like there's going to be some cool stuff coming. So
it sounds like when they released it just wasn't done.
Or they held back a little bit until The Force Awakens came out, maybe? I don't know.
Well, I think what it was is like, maybe instead of pushing the game back, let's just make it DLC. Maybe. I don't know how game development works. I don't even know if that's an option when it comes to game development. But
that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to release when the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they just, they couldn't start too early because they couldn't, like,
who wouldn't want to ride that wave?
Well, but they probably didn't have, like, a lot of the story stuff hammered out yet. Like, they probably started developing that in, 2013, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a little
earlier. They didn't have everything set in stone yet. Who knows?
Nice. What else you got, Hall? Anything else?
The Xbox One is going to start getting backwards compatible stuff as soon as it's ready.
Oh, instead of just releasing in chunks?
Yeah, they were going to do it like monthly chunks, but now they're just like, you know what? When it's done, it comes out. No.
That's smart.
Yeah, and that list is growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, and it works. I mean, it works extremely well.
I've got a Killer's. What is it called? Killer is Dead.
Oh, on 360?
Yeah, it's still wrapped up that I've never opened, and we tried to give it away on the podcast, and I don't remember what happened with it. And so
is it backwards compatible?
I was thinking it's got to be coming. That was a pretty. It was popular, and so I was like, I wonder if that'll be backwards compatible.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
and I'm going to play that Witcher game I bought like 3 years ago.
So. Nice.
No, you're not.
No, you got too much of a pile, brother. I don't think you're doing that.
Play that crap.
I love how you just called him out, Gabe. You're like, no, you're not. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, exactly. You got a baby on the way.
That's
right.
Awesome.
What is it? Witcher 2. I downloaded it. Does that count?
Yep.
Oh,
we'll give it to you.
Achievement unlocked.
Yep.
I like it. That's funny.
Dude, Netflix has achievements.
What?
Yes.
No, they don't.
We were watching Netflix on the Xbox One the other day, and it popped up with an achievement. Actually, it popped up with 2.
What did it say?
It was like, watch 3 episodes in a row. Like,
what were you watching?
Friends.
Nice. That's another thing we did this week was binge watched Making a Murderer.
Oh my Lord.
That junk is good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh yeah. Watch that.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, I heard that was great.
If I get time.
It'll get you mad at the justice system, though.
It will.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, somebody pointed out this. Anyway, I'm going to go into it.
Oh.
Just go watch it.
Oh,
it's fun.
You can't throw that bone out.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do any spoilers, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, it's,
Yeah, I want to see it, so don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, it's too soon.
Too soon.
Even though Seth Meyers did a joke on his show about the whole thing, and I was like, wait, you can't say that already?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Like, we hadn't even started it yet. And he dropped this bomb, and I was like, well, we know the ending.
Yeah, seriously.
So, but it's all good.
Anything
else, Halsifer?
Let's see. There's a Fallout 4 Power Armor statue.
Oh,
where's that?
Where?
It's coming out from Toy Company 3.0. I imagine that they make some of the toys that you have, Gabe.
Yeah, like the portal gun and stuff.
Yeah, they probably make that. The figure is just over a foot tall, and it is $380.
Oh Lord!
Oof!
I'll take 2.
Well, you can buy a couple and display them in Lauren's shop.
Oh,
that's
she'd
part
love
of the
that.
Gosh, could you imagine?
She would love that. Oh my Lord!
That is so funny. Just thinking of that being in there would be so funny.
That thing would be smashed into a million pieces.
Get this out of my store.
Exactly. She would. She'd pip slap it just right off the shelf.
Oh shit! That's
good stuff.
Funny. Well, before we, sorry, Hall, you out?
I mean, I got a few more things, but I don't know.
Keep it rolling, baby. Something? Keep it rolling. Come on. No.
Well, there's a big sale on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of Square Enix stuff on. Yeah, I was about to say, like, there's some Square Enix stuff that I've never seen that cheap before.
Yeah, because
Square is so good at being like, hey, we got Final Fantasy 3. You could buy it right here for $25. You're like, $25?
That really old game that you've never played.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I saw that there's some big sales going on. Is it a certain time of year or something? Am I missing something?
It could be. I mean, I think they do this maybe once or twice a year.
But like they have stuff for like $4 and $5, don't they?
Yeah, it's half off for the PlayStation titles, and I think these PSP titles are half off as well. Final Fantasy 3 and Final Fantasy 4 for PSP are $10. And then like all the PlayStation, like the original PlayStation ones, Final Fantasy Origins, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are all $5 each.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, it's half off, so it's a pretty good deal. I mean,
but don't you feel it feels like it's more than half off because those same games on the Apple Store are like $16.
Well, they fetch a lot of money on like eBay too, so that's kind of why like it's like, oh, well, you know, I can play. I can't exactly own the hard copy because maybe it's a little out of reach, but the downloadable title is $5.
Right.
So that's a great deal.
Really good deal. Man, oh man. Keep it rolling, baby.
Canceled Saints Row PSP game is going to be live streamed. I thought that was cool.
Who's live streaming it?
The developer, Volition.
That's hilarious. They were like, hey, this isn't coming out, but I just wanted to show y'all what would have been.
Well, yeah, because they canceled the game back in like 2009. Yeah. It was THQ who canceled the game because they were the publisher on it at the time.
Right.
And so I'm guessing that a lot of stuff expired now and they can show it off. And I mean, it's cool to be able to see like an open world game on a portable.
Yeah, sure.
So
sure.
That's kind of why I thought it was interesting. Like when I think about like getting a handheld, like having an experience like an open world RPG or even just an open world game is like a really cool idea. Mm-hmm. And I think they did that with some of the PSP games, but I mean, this would have been a really neat game had it come out, but I mean, obviously it wouldn't have changed anything about the trajectory of the PSP. So, but
rest in peace, homie.
Fun idea.
Yeah. I've got one thing. Just a reminder, if you listen to this podcast right when it's coming out, this weekend is the beta for The Division.
Oh.
So if you've pre-ordered The Division,
it's not open.
It is. You can be invited, but like you can go sign up to say, send me a code, but those that pre-order it get a guarantee into the beta.
Can I go request a code and then not play it?
Well, what some people are doing is pre-ordering it and then canceling their pre-order and getting the beta code.
Oh, nice.
That's
pretty tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky. I'm not sure if it's dishonest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, part of me is like, well, if it feels dishonest, then it's dishonest. But maybe it's not. Maybe that's a working the system thing. Maybe
they had good intentions too.
So I've signed up. I've signed up for the beta, and I hope I get in because that'd be really fun.
Man, let us know.
We've been talking about this game forever.
I would love to know more about this game. I'm probably not going to play.
Exactly. Yeah, let us know about how we're not going to play this game.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited about. Hopefully, I get into it. To run a good beta, it's got to be huge. You know what I mean? So you need the most people a part of it as you can get.
I can't imagine, baby. That Destiny beta. Remember that? That was,
and that was open. And I can't imagine like that the numbers are that good on the pre-orders.
Oh, they can't be that good.
I mean, I understand people being excited and a lot of people going out and getting it, but that many people to where the beta's closed, that's where it gets a little shaky for me. I'm like, come on, man.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, exactly. What else, Halsifer?
I don't really have anything else, but breaking news, the Angry Birds movie, I guess it has a date now.
No.
When
is it?
Let me see if I can find it.
May
20th.
Oh, great.
That's a perfect summer movie, though, if you think about it.
Well, the only problem with that is that it takes so long from when it was popular.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, for sure. It's not popular anymore.
Honestly, I did not like that trailer at all.
You're going to take Piper to see it.
I'm sure I will, but you know the trailer for Zootopia? The one, did you ever see that one with the sloth?
Yes, that was a great trailer.
That was a great trailer. The Angry Birds one, I was expecting something else to pop out and really be really funny, and it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
Really?
It's totally flat.
That movie's not going to be any good.
No, it can't be. But I'll probably take Piper to see it.
That's really funny and sad.
Because that's my life now, people. That is my life.
Hey, don't worry. I'll buy it 3 or 4 years from now on DVD. So.
Dude, exactly. I haven't bought DVDs. And then once Piper's here, I'm buying every DVD known to man because we have a DVD player in our car. So that's all I get now.
So are we going to go ahead and assume that Angry Birds is going to follow the same trend and be a bad video game movie?
Ooh.
Yes. Will people be considering it a video game movie?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, it's come from a video game.
Yeah, it does. It does. But Hall, you're right, man. Like they put this together when the game isn't in its full hype anymore. It's just one of those things, you know?
Yeah,
it's just
if
one
this
of those
was a Candy
now.
Crush movie coming out, I think it would do well, but...
How do you do a Candy Crush movie?
Well, it would have to be... What, Candy Crush Jelly Saga or something by now?
Sure.
Root beer.
Yeah, whatever the new thing is.
Yeah.
Right. All right, before we move on, we got an update.
Hey, Tim, Timothy, and Gabe. This is Noah from Denver. Just calling actually to say thank you to you guys. If you might remember back in early December, my mom was in a bad car accident. And really thank you to you guys for bringing it up on the show and just for your support, especially Tim Router. She was in a coma for a few weeks, but she's improving, and I was actually able to be with her this week as she transferred out of the hospital and into a neuro center. Still a long way to go, but really appreciate your guys' support and prayers. Just thanks so much for being my gaming family. So peace to you guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.
That's awesome.
Man, that is
news.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Congrats, Noah.
That is great news.
Yeah, that is huge news. And I mean, I can't imagine having to see your mom in that kind of a situation and how long it's been too. Anytime you're dealing with the brain and any neurological stuff, it takes a long time for the brain to kind of get back on track. And
it's a road for sure.
It really is a road. And so that's really great. And I love the fact that we have a community that can, reach out to you as well. And so that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Noah, thank you so much for calling in and letting us know what's going on with that. That is awesome, man. We're glad. We know it's going to be a long road. My father-in-law is going through some stuff right now. We're kind of on a long road too. And it's definitely not easy, but I'm glad to hear that she's improving and, anybody coming out of a coma is that's a great thing. A good day.
That's a great thing.
That's a good day. So thanks, Noah, for letting us know about that. And I'm sorry if you didn't want me to play that on the podcast. I'd imagine it's okay, but I didn't ask him now that I'm thinking about it. But I think it'll be okay. Every week we ask you guys a question. Was last week different?
Of course not.
Of course not.
Why would it be?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious about this one too.
We asked you guys, how early is too early to announce a game? Spider Jedi over on the forum, starting over there, said, if you can't show gameplay, don't announce it.
Boom. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I like that.
It's a really good idea. Our boy Chalfie, he said, I'm good with a AAA game being announced at E3, gameplay on the next E3 floor, and then out by the holiday rush. So that's a year and a half.
Yeah, that's a little long, but yeah.
For indies, I want an announcement at E3 and release by at least the next spring, but not past the next E3. E3 is like the gaming version of a calendar year for me, like an accountant's tax season.
Nice. Yes.
I totally get that. I totally agree. I totally use E3 as bumpers.
Oh, yeah.
Are you saying all the games need to be reconciled before next E3?
Right.
Get them off the books.
The indies at least.
Yeah.
Jared Orr, he said, I'd say 6 months to a year is the sweet spot, but up to a year and a half is tolerable.
Yeah.
That. Over on Twitter, we got Jay Sinclair Buzzbaz at Jno Buzzbaz. I love that name. More than a year. Last year should be used to fine tune and fix before public release. Late beta, not alpha. I'm down for that because sometimes when you go through an alpha and a beta, you're like, can you just bring this out already?
What comes after the beta?
The game.
The gamma.
The gamma.
The gamma.
The gamma.
Perfect.
The gamma.
Nice.
One Track Gamer at One Track Gamers. I'd say when a game is more than 2 years away, looking at you, Square Enix, and your Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. I know that's right. 2 years is too long, man. That's way too long.
Way too long.
I just hate when companies do the trailer where it's all black and they get, like, it's just a black screen and they get the voice actor and then they show a logo.
Like the first Uncharted. Well, we got a little glimpse.
At least we saw some video.
Yeah, we saw a little bit. Yeah, I'm right there, man. Like, if you're going to announce something, announce it fully. And I still love that idea. Like, if there's no gameplay, then yeah. Don't bother.
Yeah, why?
It kind of gives me hope for Far Cry Primal because I'm just waiting for some sort of delay to happen there. But they have been showing gameplay of it, so that's that's kind of encouraging.
They showed off the first 10 minutes, so there's something there.
Right. Michael Guthrie at Calmed Fury. It is too early to announce a game if a child could be, quote unquote, ordered from the stork and delivered before the game comes out.
Nice.
So 9 months.
9 months it is.
I like that. That's
I do like
really
that.
funny. Thank you guys so much. You guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/Married to the Games. Twitter.com/MTTGcast. YouTube.com/Married to the Games. MarriedToTheGames.com. Come check out the farms. It's a great time. Games of Life, Life and Games. The latest thing on the YouTube channel is, I think, me playing H1. And then, but by the time you hear this, I think there's going to be some Lego Avengers on there.
Nice.
Are you doing the Lego Avengers?
Nah, man, that's Ed's property.
Nice.
Ed is all about the Lego.
Ed is all about it.
Lego.
I don't know if I've ever played a Lego game, to tell you the truth. Oh, it's already up. Lego Marvel Avengers Part 1.
There it is.
Nice.
Well, Ed got snowed in, so I'm sure he was like, all right, I'm going to play some.
Exactly. I love it. So, sweet. Good job on you, Ed. Getting that up nice and quick.
They still got snow up there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not going away for a while. But
that's not going away till May.
Yeah, the cleanup crews are doing an amazing job.
Yeah. Come subscribe and like over on the YouTube channel. It's been really cool talking back and forth with people, getting some great comments going, and being able to talk about stuff up there, and people are enjoying the videos, which is fun. I showed Toby. I was over at Toby's house the other night, and me and his son ended up playing some Forza and something else. Oh, he showed me some Just Cause 3. And I was like, hey, I haven't seen how my stream looked, because I forgot to check it after I did the H1 thing. I was like, can I check it real quick? And so I was showing him, and he was like, wait, what did you do there? I was like, oh, it's a green screen, blah, blah, blah. He was like, that looks really cool. I was like, yeah, Toby Mac said it looks cool. So.
Yeah.
Got some validation from my boss.
You did. Hey, that's
it's something good. That has nothing to do with that.
Are you saying he's going to start the Toby Entertainment Network?
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Come on. Bring me into the fold.
Toby's Synergy Entertainment Network Interactive.
That's what I'm saying, man. Get Gabe up on there.
That's right.
Oh, man. Yeah, Toby Mac Interactive. Hall?
Rate us on iTunes so we can get Tiger Claw into the new Ninja Turtles game.
Not going to happen. Actually, you know what? I saw that trailer. I'm like, maybe.
Really?
I'm leaning towards yes.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
It
could be a red box, but we'll see.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Telltale game a little bit.
Yeah, like, the art style does.
The art style does, which I always love that art style, but I don't know, man. I've never been I'm just going to throw this out there. I've never been a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. Like
you were a little too old for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was, I don't know. Like, I was always G.I. Joe, Transformers, and like anything beyond that was like, whatever.
Right.
Well, when was it like really popular as a cartoon?
90s.
It was in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, I remember
early
being,
90s,
like 4 or something,
right? Well,
like really into it.
Now you're just rubbing it in. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Well, no, I'm saying like
Router said okay.
I'm saying like I think it was on TV in the 80s. So.
Oh, that guy kept going.
It was just so, but it was just so. It sounded so like it eked out of you. Like you meant it that much that it just eked out. Okay. Enough with how young you are.
Yeah, we get it. You're younger than I am.
No, right? I'm saying I think it was probably on TV in like 88 or 89. So that would have.
I think you're right.
Like 13, maybe. So it was just you were too old for it by then. I think.
Yeah,
that is a really young show. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, all the humor was really, yeah.
And by the time they got to the second movie, I mean, they weren't even using weapons anymore.
Ooh, good point.
They weren't?
Yeah, go back and watch the second one again and just laugh.
Wait, what were they using? Why weren't they using weapons?
Like, in the second one, like, they were constantly using, like, props to beat up bad guys. It's like chairs here's a basketball. Let me throw it in your face.
Vanilla ice.
Like silly stuff
More
like
slapstick than anything else.
Like the first movie was so serious.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know if I'll play that game or not. We'll see.
Yeah, back on point there.
Yeah, sorry.
Good job.
I'm reeling it back in.
I like it. Well, let's get into some questions.
Awesome. Here we go. We're going to start with email Travis P.
Sorry for the picture, guys. You know, every now and then Router can't do it, and I got to do it, and the picture just never is good.
Yeah, sorry. I was up to my elbows in painting the walls of the store, and I'm like, hey, can one of you guys do the call out questions? That would be fantastic.
I was like, dang it, I'll do it.
You did fantastic, sir. Well played. All right, email Travis P. You have been kidnapped. You can call on the characters from one TV show to perform a rescue attempt. What show do you pick?
Ooh, from a TV show?
The A-Team, right?
Ooh. Quick, Hall. That was nice and quick.
Yeah.
The A-Team.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
That would be a good call.
Man, if you would have said from a movie, I would have said Liam Neeson, but...
From Taken?
Yeah, but he said television show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who do you think, Router?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. A-Team sounds good.
Sherlock Holmes?
Sure.
Can he come and get me?
Downton Abbey?
That's a good question. I can't think.
I'm drawing a blank, and maybe because I've only gotten 40 minutes of sleep, but...
Yeah, who's prolific in something like that on TV?
MacGyver. Shoot.
MacGyver.
MacGyver. There we go. Now we're going back.
And then if MacGyver doesn't get it done, then Quantum Leap so he can go back and try it again.
There it is.
That's
well
true.
played.
All right. We got this thing going.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah, Zach Morris with this big old phone.
Screech will save me.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Nah, it would totally be AC.
AC Slater. Mario Lopez to the rescue.
He has not aged at all.
No.
What the heck is he drinking?
He's Peter Pan, man. I don't know what's up with that.
That Joker looks so young.
Yep.
How old is he?
He's in his 40s.
I mean, right? That Joker looks incredible.
He must have a good plastic surgeon.
42.
He found the youth and he isn't sharing it with anybody.
No, he ain't sharing that with anybody.
Except Jared Leto.
He must have built his house on the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
For sure.
Yep.
Gracious.
He disguised it. Great question, Travis. That was great. Facebook, Brett T. Bodden. I had never considered how I grip a controller until I got an Xbox One for Christmas. I always use my index finger for the trigger and the bumpers. but I was having a hard time reaching the bumper on the Xbox controller. So I placed my middle finger on the trigger and my index finger on the bumper, and it fit perfectly, but it felt so weird. Also, the little ridges on the analog stick were making calluses on my thumbs that actually hurt. I realized I was using the side of my thumb for the stick, so I started using the tip of my thumb, and that eliminated the problem with the ridges, but once again, it felt super weird. This whole experience has been like learning to ride a bicycle all over again, and it made me think, have I been holding the controller wrong all these years? How the heck do you guys grip your controllers? Dude, that's a great question. That is a great question, because I have had the same exact experience with the Xbox controller, because I use my index finger on the triggers as well. I don't use my middle finger on the triggers and then index on the bumpers. And it is, I feel like I have to come way back just to get on the bumpers with my index finger, but I've always done index finger on the triggers. And I'm with you, because that's the same experience that I had with the Xbox controller.
I don't feel like I have the same twitch response in my middle finger. Like I don't either. Muscle there is not like, and so I'm definitely an index back and forth guy. I don't know. Let me go get my Xbox controller. You guys talk about it.
I'm an index finger guy, but
me too.
I don't know why I never had any trouble with it. Like I don't know. I've
always just liked the DualShock, because I think what it is that the trigger buttons are lower on the controller on the DualShock versus they're a little bit higher up on the actual controller. So
I can't do this with my middle finger.
No, man,
there's no way.
I've tried it, and Brett, you're not the only one, man. I've like questioned it too. I'm like, have I been holding the controller wrong all these years?
And my hands are too big to, like, if I move my hands up to where my middle fingers, number one, my middle fingers touch.
Oh,
and so
nice.
That's annoying,
right?
But like my hands are too big to, like, I have to have them like way down. Yeah, I'm an index finger guy.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
Middle finger. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Nope, that would feel really weird. Yeah, man, you do what you're comfortable with. The good thing is that there's most of the Xbox games that I've been playing doesn't require a lot. I mean, I think Rise did have some bumper stuff that you did, but a lot of it's trigger based anyway. So I think you're fine.
I like the bumpers better on the Xbox One controller. But I like the sticks better on the PlayStation 4 controller.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, interesting.
That's a great question.
What were you going to say, Router? I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, I'm good. I mean, I think that everything was questioned for me when I got my Xbox One too, because the controller felt so weird. That's why I don't like it. Because I've always been a DualShock guy. It feels comfortable, and the 4 they just made it even more comfortable for my hand. It fits my hands perfectly, like a glove.
Like a glove.
Like a glove. All right, moving on. Still on Facebook, Josh Stapleton. Hey guys, sometimes the kids and wives of 9-to-5s can throw you a few curveballs, such as this week for me. On Thursday, my daughter had surgery to remove 2 plates and 13 screws from her arm. She broke it 18 months ago. Oof.
Oh my gosh.
That same day, my toddler was taken to the doctor for what the doctor thought was pneumonia. Fast forward 2 days, and my wife and I are in the hospital. Taking my toddler to the ER as his oxygen levels got dangerously low. Turned out he has RSV. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. After a couple of days in the hospital,
respiratory something. It sounds like
it's respiratory something. Yeah.
Yep. After a couple of days in the hospital, he's now home, still on oxygen, but at least home. All that being said, being in and out of hospitals made me feel very grateful for my kids being generally healthy. Amen to that.
Amen.
Anyways, the pediatric wing had PS3s in each room, and it made me think of the MTTG community. So my question is, since the MTTG community is full of great people, how would you guys feel about an MTTG service project during the episode 200 weekend? Maybe we could all visit kids in a Tennessee hospital or something similar. What do you think? Assuming I could come out to episode 200, I would be happy to organize it. Dude, Josh Stapleton, man.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a freaking great
idea.
That really is.
I love that. What do we do? How can we, I want to get some PS4s maybe get some PS4s at Children's Vanderbilt or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely, I mean, that's a hard thing to try to come up with right now as to what happens, but that's definitely like a great idea that we need to talk about that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love it, man. I'm sorry you had such a horrible week though. And yes, it does make you appreciate your kids' health. So I hope everyone's doing much better now. But yeah, I love that, man. Thank you.
Great idea. Because I think we do have a branch of, is it the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital that works with, oh gosh, what's that charity
Extra
called?
Life.
Not Extra Life,
or not
but the
Extra
other
Life.
Child's Play.
Child's Play, yeah.
Yeah, Child's Play. So maybe we
so.
could like link up with those guys or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've reached out to them before and just didn't get anything back, but always reach out again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It's a great idea.
Really great
Continuing on, still on Facebook, Kevin Austin. Hey guys, just wanted to say thanks for all that you do. This is the only video games podcast I listen to, and I love it, and the great community it has built. I believe I have a first for you guys. This past week, I used this podcast to get me through a painful situation. I had a vasectomy last week. Ooh. And the doctor
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't
Nice.
either. And the doctor suggested I play with my phone to keep distracted as you are awake for the process. Oof. Okay.
Lord have mercy.
So I threw in some earbuds and listened to you guys. Thanks for getting me through it. I appreciate it. My wife had 3 C-sections with the birth of our 3 beautiful daughters. So it was the least I could do instead of having her go through another surgery. Question for you guys, would you do the same? Thanks again for all that you do. Can someone pass me the frozen peas?
Okay, Kevin? So the question is, would you listen to a podcast while you're getting surgery? Yes.
Right, exactly. It's kind of funny, like Lauren and I have had that discussion because we might be one and done, and I'm totally fine doing that.
Yeah. Vasectomy.
Yep. I don't have a problem with that at all.
I've had lots of buddies that have.
It does seem a little final, but at the same time, it's like I'm gonna be.
Well, you can get it reversed if you don't.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but I heard that's a little sketchy though. The reversal.
Yeah,
I've heard that. I mean, I've heard that getting it done is like there's a lot of unexpected stuff, but I don't know.
Really?
So yeah,
I've got a lot of buddies that have gotten it done, and so
what do they say?
Think one of them, it didn't work, and he had 2 more kids.
Yeah, don't ask Chico. Poor guy.
And so it's funny because he texted me the other day, and I don't remember what we were talking about, and I said, yeah, because you're something. Oh, he was telling me about Wolverine, and he's like, he said, I hate the only thing that I can share with Wolverine is self-healing. He's like, I didn't get the good looks or anything else. I just self-heal because he had 2 more. Because I guess it's like 99% chance that vasectomies work, and then 1% chance that you heal yourself. And he hit the 1%.
Of course.
Oh man,
good old self-healing Chico.
Yeah, and but I've had plenty of friends that have gotten it done and seems fine with it. So I think sometime down the road I'll get it done. Or if these kids keep acting up, then, I'll get it done on the low.
That's it. You're cut off. Literally.
Exactly. I mean, I definitely share his sentiment in that the woman does a lot of work in this process. Just me, like, kind of being here for Krista, and she's almost at 6 months now, so it's like baby's getting pretty big.
Yep.
So I wouldn't make Krista go through that, like.
Well, and the other option is like if you have a second and third, you can do it right there on the spot with a C-section.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's still like I wouldn't want that to happen for Lauren anyway. Like, first of all, you're having a child, it's a C-section, and then on top of that, you get your tubes tied. That's a lot to.
That seems like a big ask, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a big ask.
You're like, hey, so I got a question. While you're cut open,
hey, while you're there,
can we get the alternator while we're working on the transmission?
Can we get a BOGO?
Buy one get one free.
Pay less.
Gosh. Yeah, right.
Oh Lord,
that's awesome.
That's
all right, moving on to Twitter. At Chaman Bissett, what was your first date with your wives like, and would you go back and change it if you could?
Ooh,
that's a good one. I don't think we've been asked that one. I'm
gonna sound awful. I don't remember it at all.
Nice.
I don't remember our first date even a little bit.
Nice.
Because it was we hung around with each other so much.
Yeah.
that the first date probably felt like hanging out.
Nice.
I was going to say I'm in the same boat. We were hanging around so much, but I think think back to like when we actually made it official, like, you know, going to a local park and kind of hanging out there, and I think we were like sitting on a bridge just talking, and I'll always remember that.
Oh, that's nice. So. I ended up having I think Lauren and I went on our first date. It was on Valentine's Day.
No way.
Yeah, because we were still at school. And so I took her out to this little restaurant, and yeah, it was great.
So it was Valentine's Day. You guys had to get her something?
Yeah, I think I got her
like
dinner. A flower, like a rose or like a single rose or something like that.
And so you'll have your anniversary coming up of your first date next month.
There you go.
There you go.
There
it's easy to remember. It's a landmark.
Yeah.
Exactly. Huh.
That was a great question, Jamie.
That's
Thanks
a good question.
That. It was great.
I wish I remembered.
We need to move. At Dante Logos, since Hall will be a dad, now is a good time to share your best dad advice. Boom.
Soak it in. Soak it up.
Soak it up. Soak it in. Get some get some sleep.
Yeah.
Any which way you
Sleep when you can. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do a baby journal while you're going through the process.
Yeah, you could do that.
It's been pretty fun.
You know what, too, that we did that you should do, and you'll probably do this anyway, but like the whole take a picture every month thing for the first year, just to see how they've grown. We did that with Amara, and then at her 1 year birthday, we strung them all up, all the pictures up, and so you could kind of see from 1 month to 12 months, and it was really fun.
That's awesome. All right, this is our final one. At Birdflybeard, how do you guys feel about toilet gaming? Any good recommendations while taking care of business? Come on, that's great. You gotta love that.
That is really good. I do like that.
I love that, and I'll give you a good one because I'm like my record's really good on the bowl. Hearthstone. You can get a good game in, and you know it's a perfect amount of time so your legs don't start getting numb, and and I've got a good record on the bowl. It's pretty good.
What do you think, Halsifer?
I don't think I could game on the bowl, man. That sounds like it would be a little unhealthy.
At all?
Like it would keep you there longer than you should be.
Oh, yeah.
See, I think it keeps you there longer than you would have been.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
That's always helped.
Yep.
I'm trying to get to the next thing, man, and gaming lets me slow it down a little bit.
That's right.
And you're like, oh.
Take your time.
There was more to be done here.
I don't know, man. Like for me, it's been just shorter every time because I drink a lot of water now. So nice. I don't know. I drink literally like
that's all I drink too.
2.5 or 3 liters a day or something.
That's great.
Something like that.
I was gonna say, and it's funny. I didn't think of the pun until I was about to say it, but it's a game called Drop 7.
I love it.
That's
no
perfect.
pun intended.
Yeah, I was like, I should say Drop 7, and I was like, pow, on the toilet.
Oh gosh,
he said drop.
Well, at least you're not playing 2048.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. I was playing that for a long time. But Drop 7 is a really good little number puzzle game. I really like it, and I definitely play it on the bowl.
You definitely drop 7.
Drop something.
I love it.
Drop something.
Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for all the questions. And again, Gabe, thanks for pinch hitting on the questions meme. That was awesome.
Ugh.
I don't think you can say something like pinch hitting after you talk about dropping 7.
Oh my gosh, seriously. Okay, question of the week for you guys. This one's a little bit weird. We know that a lot of married people listen. And so this is not necessarily to the fellas or to the ladies. But what do your spouses or your significant others listen to podcasts, and what kind of podcasts do they listen to? We know that if you're listening to this show, that you probably listen to video game podcasts, but what does your special someone listen to? If you don't have a special someone, I'm sorry. Get one. Valentine's Day is coming. But what does your significant other listen to as far as podcasts? I know there's a lot of serial listeners out there, maybe some This American Life listeners out there. I know that I remember Bread Fan talking about how his wife didn't really listen to this show, obviously, because he listened to it. And then after episode 100 and they came, and then she started listening every now and then to this podcast, which is crazy. I love that, even though she's not a hardcore gamer as Uncle Bread Fan is. But
dude, Uncle Bread Fan is a hardcore gamer.
Mm-hmm.
He's awesome.
He gets so many videos up on the YouTube. It's impressive.
Yeah, him and Ed Placencia, man. I'm telling you, why do you think I asked them to do it?
I didn't know they were going to be so prolific. Like they play a lot.
It's awesome.
They get it done.
Yeah, they do. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
So Significant Others podcasts, we want to know what they are, if they even listen to podcasts. You might be the only one in your family that listen to podcasts. Does either of you guys' wives listen to podcasts?
Nope.
No, not well. Occasionally.
Which one she listen to?
I think like some music podcasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
cool.
I'm not sure which ones though.
I wouldn't even know of a music podcast, to tell you the truth. I don't see Lauren listening to a podcast.
No, she doesn't. Because, I don't think she's in the car to like listen to it. Like, she would probably rather just read a book on her iPad or watch Fixer Upper.
No, that's right. My wife, if I can get her into a Stuff You Should Know, or if there's a good This American Life lined up, she's definitely about story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't want to hear about news and things like that, but she's definitely like a story girl when it comes to that kind of stuff. And so that's why, like, Making a Murderer, she ended up binge watching with me because that was so interesting to her because of the story. So she gets wrapped up in that. Let us know. We want to know what you guys' significant others listen to. And see, and because sometimes we get some good ideas from other podcasts that people are listening to. And so you're like, ooh, maybe I should check that out. So let us know. Use hashtag #AnswerMTTG. And then obviously next week's question will be all about the Super Bowl.
Of course.
Because it has to be. I'm Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. And we are married to the games, and we are up out this thing. Peace!